6 quarters, 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. $1.72. How could such a small amount of money have a huge, life-changing impact? My fellow Toastmasters, this is no ordinary amount of money. In fact, this $1.72 put me on a path to a new passion. About 5 years ago, it was a chilly, overcast day in January. It was so cold that Starbucks was serving coffee on a stick. It was my usual Monday driving down to Colorado Springs from Denver to have lunch with my parents. I stopped to pick up some lunch at a Wendy's in an area of town with many homeless people. As I got out of my car, I noticed a man lingering near the restaurant door. He was about as tall as me and about my age, 25. Okay, more like 55. As I got closer, I noticed that his face looked red and weathered. And as I approached the door, he offered, "Please, let me open the door." How could I say no? And I wondered, is he homeless? Once we were inside, the man pulled some change from his pocket and looked up at the menu. As I watched him, I wondered, what if that's all the money he has? There was quite a line in front of us, so we started to chat with each other. He asked, "Do you live here?" "No, I live in Denver." "Denver, huh? Well, I just love the Denver Broncos." "The Broncos?" "Well, okay, he had to be an all right guy." Our small talk continued, and soon it was my turn at the counter. Now, I was raised to be kind to others, and my mind jumped back to that question. What if that's all the money he has? Next, I was telling the guy to order whatever he wanted. "Hey, I had my American Express Gold card." I said, "Please, my treat." The man seemed a bit surprised and almost childlike, asking, "Does Wendy's have orange soda?" Yes, there was orange soda, and the man smiled widely and ordered a meal. I expected the man to stay inside and eat his meal. However, he walked with me toward the door. I had one hand free, the other hand holding my lunch. The man grabbed my free hand, thrusting his money into my palm and saying, "Please, take this." I was caught by surprise and speechless. Wow, a Toastmaster not knowing what to say. I reluctantly accepted his money, and then the man just disappeared somewhere across the parking lot. I'm wondering, would you have bought the man lunch? Would you have accepted his money? As I drove over to my parents that afternoon, I couldn't stop thinking about the man. And when I told my mom this story, I cried. This encounter with this stranger was already changing me and my heart. Have you ever felt like something deep inside you was triggered? Like your heart was on fire? That's what this jolting experience felt like. And suddenly, I realized the connection to my soul. It was a stunning revelation of what I've always known. We are put on this earth to help others. I am my brother's keeper. Helping the man was in my DNA, and the man helped me to get in touch with that deep spiritual part of myself. I've always considered myself to be compassionate, but after this jarring experience, helping others became the driving mission of my life. I wanted to find a cause where I could make an immediate positive difference. I've been living with a serious mental illness for over 35 years. I've been called loony, cuckoo, and cray-cray. But I discovered a great organization, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI. Over the last 4 years, I've been sharing my story of living with a serious mental illness. Speaking openly about my schizoaffective disorder helps change attitudes and assumptions about people with a mental health condition. Speaking openly about my illness wasn't easy. In fact, it was downright scary. But by helping others, I was able to tap into a new purpose. I'm all in for NAMI now, and it is my passion and mission to help eradicate the stigma of mental illness. Why do I keep this $1.72, the money from that day? To remind myself of that powerful, life-changing encounter and the man who helped open my eyes to purpose and passion. Opportunities to give of ourselves are everywhere. Be open to change and be ready and willing to become more vulnerable. It may be scary, but you can discover your passion by tapping into new paths. This $1.72 forever changed my life. How much change will it take for you to change yours? Madam Toastmaster.